Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Witch Queen Season of the Risen Guardian Games Edition Intel. We're a little less than 24 hours into Guardian Games. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying it. The grind has been a little bit complicated, if you ask me, comparatively to previous seasons, though the SMG actually seems very good. However, if you have not actually been able to acquire it yet, there is a bug that Bungie is addressing where it wasn't dropping when it was supposed to. So just keep that in mind, you will eventually be able to acquire this weapon. But like I said in a previous video, it didn't take long for the community to figure out the best glitches and farms to fully exploit Guardian Games to the fullest for all the possible loot and mats that you could ever really want. So I'm going to get into all those glitches and farms, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaways on my YouTube channel every 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway or any future giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. You can also leave a comment or any of the hashtags listed directly beneath this video in the comments section down below for another entry into that giveaway for this video. And remember, I do that for every video, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course do it again. So now on to the glitches and farms. We're going to cover one regarding platinum medals and how to get them essentially without doing anything, and then Laurels, the fastest Laurel farms, so that you can continually buy things that will allow you to get those platinum medals. So first we'll cover Laurels because it's just simpler and pretty straightforward. Somebody figured out that the light bearers drop Laurels because they are a yellow bar enemy when you kill them, but not when you actually defeat the ghost. See where I'm going with this? So you can essentially farm any light bearer by just killing them but not killing their ghost. Every single time you kill them, it'll drop 3 Laurels, let them revive by not killing their ghost, and you can just repeat this process. The best place is in Miasma, right at the beginning of where you would enter the raid normally. But you're not going to go into the raid, you're just going to find this place on patrol. There you will find 2 light bearers just sitting there and probably a whole bunch of people farming out Laurels doing this process. Just remember, don't be the guy who kills the ghost. Don't be that guy. You'll ruin it for everybody, and you'll have a whole bunch of people staring at you instantly. Just let whoever's there keep going back. If they want to do the job of killing the light bearers, you can collect the Laurels now without actually having to kill the enemy yourself. Thank you, Bungie. So just run back and forth. You'll get a whole bunch of Laurels very, very quickly. You could probably get, I don't know, 200 every 10 minutes or so. Definitely the best farm in the game comparatively for this, just because you don't have to spend anything or drop into any specific mission. Though I do know that the old Luke Cave, the beginning of Grasp of Avarice, is also a very popular spot. So you can decide. This seems super easy to me. You can also actually still, I believe, use the old Shattered Throne Endless Thrall room. Though it doesn't give you XP anymore, it still will allow you to get Laurels from all the Cursed Thrall kills. So if you want to set up an AFK Laurel farm, that's another way you can do it. Although you could just sit here for a few minutes, let people farm them out, and then just collect all the Laurels at the end. Now the other thing is for platinum medals. You'll actually be getting a whole bunch of different types of medals doing this. You'll get bronze, silver, and platinum. It's a little bit complicated to explain, so I'm going to do my best. Just bear with me. But it revolves around a mission in the actual Witch Queen campaign, the investigation. So you can actually progress the investigation past the final boss to a checkpoint right before you would actually turn in that mission at Finch. All you want to do is progress the mission to that point and leave it, and then you can save the checkpoint. And you can actually share the checkpoint with somebody else, up to 2 other people. I mean, you could do this with a whole bunch of people, swapping in and swapping out, but The real best way to do this farm, the most efficient way to do this farm, is to have 2 or 3 people in your fire team. You're going to need at least one other person in order to do it. So everybody's going to drop into the investigation and all progress it to this point that you see right here. This is after the actual final boss fight and before I actually just go over to Finch and turn in the final section of this particular mission. When I do that, I will be awarded a silver and bronze medal. Now, there is a bounty that is available from Ava Levant that requires you to do higher level Witch Queen or Throne World activities for platinum medals. So you're going to want to acquire that bounty first. Now, this is being done on Legendary, which counts as a higher level Throne World or Witch Queen activity. So, whenever I actually complete any given checkpoint in any of these missions in the Legendary campaign, you're essentially progressing that bounty. This is essentially just the easiest spot to progress that bounty because it's the final checkpoint, and all you need to do is go from where you see me here, run over to Finch and turn in the final checkpoint, and I will get medals from that, and it'll also progress my platinum medal. So every single time you do this, you get a silver and bronze medal, which you can then go turn in, and then it progresses you, I think, about 12% towards your platinum every single time you do it. So you can do this really fast. All that requires is you and at least one other teammate swapping out the checkpoint. Now, getting the checkpoint actually proved to be the more complicated thing, as you can't just have a teammate join you once you're there. You actually have to go to orbit, have a teammate or multiple teammates join you, and then load into the mission from orbit. That's the only way you can all get the checkpoint. But then once you all have it, what we were doing was we would both load in together, one member would leave, go to orbit, wait, the other member would go turn in the actual checkpoint, get their medals, then join back up with their other teammate. That teammate would then load them back in to the checkpoint. You'd both have the checkpoint again, and then the other team member would then load out, go turn in their medals, the other one would go to orbit, and then we would just repeat the process over and over again. You could rotate in if you had 3 people, but essentially you're just going to get medals every single time you do this, progressing your platinum medal, and then you can go turn them all in once you're done. You can then go buy another one from Ava Levant. This is the exact bounty you want to buy, and that is it. That's the whole farm. You can get proficient at it. You can do it really fast. All that's really required is you're just going to orbit and making sure that you're not losing the checkpoint. Like, that's the big thing, is holding on to the checkpoint. So once everybody loads in, everybody should load out again. One person waits in orbit for the other person to turn in their medals and then rejoin them so that they can go get the checkpoint again. And you just repeat that process. With 3 people, you're essentially turning it in twice in a row versus going once and then having to wait for your teammate. But if you were just on your own and your teammate didn't mind, your teammate could essentially, if they didn't want the loot, just sit at the checkpoint, and you can just go turn it in and then come back again, turn it in, go to orbit, turn it in, go to orbit, turn it in, go to orbit. That's probably the fastest way, but that's obviously a little selfish. But that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. So hopefully something in here you found helpful, or just an interesting farm nonetheless. Maybe it'll help you get some of those really good mats. All the legendary shards you could ever ask for usually come from Guardian Games. It's always my favorite thing to do before the end of the season, just because I want to make sure that I can buy and upgrade everything I could want to my heart's content heading into next season. I never want to be felt like I was held back or bottlenecked because I didn't have enough mats. So that's really where Guardian Games comes in. Very handy. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Wilhelm Scream. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on all post notifications, like I said before, to be entered into any future giveaways. And once more, I will see you next time.